Let me tell you about the craziest neighbor feud I've ever heard of. It started innocently enough, but spiraled into something that could have ended in tragedy. Back in 2022, my buddy Alex Rivera, a retired Marine captain who'd done 3 grueling tours in Iraq, finally settled down with his family in this upscale subdivision called Maple Grove Heights in sunny Florida. Alex was 38, battle-hardened, but ready for peace after earning a Silver Star for pulling his squad out of a deadly ambush. His wife, Laura, a dedicated pediatric nurse, had stuck by him through his occasional nightmares and aversion to loud crowds. Their kids, 10-year-old Sophie, who loved sketching butterflies on the driveway, and 7-year-old Liam, obsessed with building forts in the yard, were thrilled about the fresh start. They bought this charming ranch-style home with a huge backyard, thinking it'd be their slice of suburbia heaven. But trouble showed up on day one in the form of Susan Hargrove, the iron-fisted president of the neighborhood association. Susan, a widow in her early 50s with a razor-sharp bob and an unshakable need for control, had turned the place into her personal fiefdom ever since her husband's dying words accused her of being a control freak. She saw the Riveras moving truck and grinned like a predator spotting easy prey, masking her intentions with a platter of fresh-baked brownies and a saccharine smile. She welcomed them like long-lost kin, chatting about schools and playdates while subtly probing their lives. Alex, eager for normalcy, signed what looked like a harmless receipt for the community welcome packet, a hefty binder of rules on everything from fence heights to holiday lights. Little did he know, it locked them into her web. The cracks appeared fast. 2 days in, a certified letter slapped them with a $100 fine for a mailbox that was off-shade by a hair. The mailman whispered warnings. Watch out for Susan, she rules with an iron fist. Then came the nitpicks. Their grass was a 1/4 inch too tall. Fined again. Alex mowed it down, but fury simmered. Digging through paperwork late one night, he uncovered the trap. The association became mandatory after 3 months unless opted out in writing. Susan had played him like a fiddle. What followed was pure mind games, the kind that eats at your soul. Susan gifted Sophie a cute ceramic birdhouse for the garden, only to bill them $60 a week later for community decor enhancement. The kid was heartbroken when Alex explained they might have to return it. Susan patrolled like a sentinel, scolding Liam for playing tag after 5 p.m., claiming it disrupted evening serenity. But she crossed the line when she targeted the children outright. One afternoon, while Alex was on a work call as a cybersecurity analyst, Family Services knocked. A stern caseworker, Ms. Lopez, grilled the kids about neglect, false claims of unsupervised play near a hazardous kiddie pool. Sophie came home sobbing, asking if they'd be taken away. Laura held her tight, but Alex? His old combat instincts kicked in. He was done playing defense. For weeks, Susan spied from her window, binoculars in hand, twisting Alex's morning workouts and Liam's foam arrow archery practice into signs of a volatile ex-soldier. In her warped view, his refusal to bow was proof of instability. She built a dossier, scouring online for PTSD red flags, convincing herself he was a powder keg. The powder ignited on a balmy Saturday in June 2023. The Riveras hosted a laid-back barbecue, burgers sizzling, kids giggling on swings, neighbors chatting. Susan, peering from afar, dialed 911 at 4:12 p.m., her voice quivering with feigned panic. Domestic dispute at 456, Maple Grove Lane. Screams, kids crying, a husband's a vet with PTSD and guns. Hurry, he's snapping. Sirens wailed as patrol cars and a tactical unit rolled in. Officers tensed for a standoff. Alex froze the scene. Laura, get the kids inside, hands up, stay calm. He stepped out in shorts and a best dad ever tee, palms visible. But fate twisted hard. The SWAT commander was Sergeant Ryan Keller, a grunt Alex had saved in Baghdad years back. Captain Rivera? Hell, it's you. Ryan barked, halting the advance. This man's a hero, saved my ass under fire. Stand down. The truth unraveled. No violence, just a false alarm. Susan watched from her curtain as cops cuffed her for wasting resources. Bail posted, but the neighborhood buzzed. She didn't quit. Susan flooded social media with victim posts, persecuted for protecting kids from instability. She called an urgent association meeting, pushing to evict the Riveras for safety risks. Votes teetered. Elderly treasurer Walter Hayes wavered, fearing chaos. But Laura stormed in, revealing Susan's stalking, tailing her to the clinic, snapping photos, prying into patient files. Neighbors piled on hidden cameras, demanded credit reports, interrogating kids. The dam broke. Walter confessed signing blank checks for Susan's efficiency. An audit ensued. Despite Susan's sabotage, faked floods ruining files, crashed computers, lawyer threats. Forensic expert Maria Gonzalez unveiled the scam. $112,000 siphoned via phantom firms for inflated pool cleaning, landscaping, and self-paid admin fees. All traced to Susan's accounts. The room exploded. Retirees wept over drained savings, parents over lost college funds. Susan shrieked, "I'm the Empress here. You owe me for civilizing this dump." Ousted, sued, and charged, Susan faced ruin. Prison looms, assets frozen. Desperate, she faked a breakdown, tearful posts about military harassment, staged a suicide scare with pills and shallow cuts, enlisting a pal for a 911 call. But Alex's doorbell cam caught rehearsals, practicing falls, dumping meds, testing fake wounds. Cops played the tape. Her mask shattered. More charges: fraud, obstruction. In court, August 2024, Susan ranted, "I'm the victim. They were savages before May built this empire." Judge Ellis slammed the gavel. 2 years jail, 3 probation, full restitution, house sale. Her echoes faded as cuffs clicked. Justice hit hard, but was it too harsh? Did Susan deserve a second chance? Or was she a monster from the start? Should vets like Alex get special protections from nosy neighbors? Drop your thoughts below. Did the system work, or go overboard? Like if you side with the family, subscribe for more wild tales, and comment. Would you fight back or move away?